So this is for a championship tonight. It looks like we have the RFC USA kickboxing title going up 145 pounds. Making his way out to the cage right now is Kylle McMillan. Kyle, I'm not going to murder the name of the school you go to, but it is a Muay Thai school. I don't know much about you, but I'm going to wish you good luck in your fight tonight. I know that if you are fighting for the RFC title, then you must have some wins behind your name, especially if you're going to step into the cage with my man Julio. Julio is an amazing fighter, but I'll start to talk about him in a little bit. Right now, Kyle is outside of the cage with his team, getting the mouthpiece put in, checking with the doctor that all is good. Yeah, this is going to be a great fight. Very, very exciting to have an RFC title on the line. Halfway through the night, fight number 10. We've had 7 really, really close decisions called. We'd have 1 stoppage from a broken arm, 1 stoppage from a submission. Let's see, what else? I think Gray stopped his opponent too with strikes. So there you go. 6 fights so far have been decisions, and 3 were stopped. And now we got my man Julio. I tell you, Julio is one of the hardest trainers at the Rigoro gym. He really, really sets the standard for his teammates. Julio is that guy who he'll be there before class, late at night after class, doing a lot of heavy bag work, always videotaping the work that he does on the bag so he can just really, really pick apart his technique, everything that has to do with that. And it's really, Julio is just an incredible fighter, an incredible person, always brings the energy, and really, really excited to have him here. And looks like Coop is back. Coop, how was your interview?
I've materialized. It was fantastic. I asked him about the last 15 seconds. He thought he had it, and you know, he said, respect to my opponent, man, but I was just a better man in there tonight. And I mean, listen, he's a guy that works very, very hard. I'm very happy for him, just personally, as a non-biased commentator and as a friend. He fought his heart out tonight.
Absolutely. So once again, we have a Rigoro gym fighter out here. We have Fernanda touching Julio's face up, make sure he's good with a little bit of Vaseline. Fernanda is an incredible fighter herself. I believe her husband's also a fighter.
Oh my God, man, this guy can strike. I mean, through everything that I've watched from him, he has such a wide arsenal, a wide array of things that he likes to throw. I mean, what people have told me about him is his only problem is that he enjoys fighting and scrapping a little bit too much. So sometimes he has a tendency to abandon the game plan and just start getting wild. But everyone I've talked to says this kid's talented, this kid's something else. He's got that thing in him that makes a great fighter a great fighter. So I'm excited. I mean, I would kind of liken him to like a Sergio Pettis.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next bout is for the RFC title for the USA National Kickboxing Championship. This fight is scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds. The referee in charge of the action, J.P. Zuniga. First, introducing and fighting out of the blue corner, he stands at 5'10" tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Out of Kingston, New York, under Musteri Muay Thai, Kylle McMillan. And his opponent, standing and fighting out of the red corner, he stands at 5'9" tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Under Rigoro Gym, representing the Bronx, New York, Julio Segarra.
And listen, Kylle McMillan, he's no joke either. This is going to be a tough matchup.
Oh, yeah, Julio taking the center of the cage.
Yeah, he's got great timing, great trap setting. He's got crushing knees in the clinch. I mean, this guy's no joke. This is going to be a big test for Julio. Big test.
Tell you what, if anyone is up to it, Julio is. They don't call him prime time for nothing.
Oh, dude, he's so fun to watch. I wanted to do the, I forget who did the Mark Goldberg. Here we go. Nice opening leg kicks from Julio.
So one distinction to be made about this fight, I do believe this is the first fight of the night where we're not seeing shin guards.
And it's also the first, I believe, title fight of the night, right?
It is the first title fight of the night.
It's going to be a fun one, man. Both guys chopping low early. I don't even think we've seen a Could be wrong, but there we go. A nice little cross, kind of fading away there from Julio. Question mark kick attempt. Nice uppercut, nice timing. I mean, listen, one thing that McMillan is known for is great timing. So the fact that Julio's kind of setting that pace early is fantastic.
Yeah, Julio is just standing at range and, you know, throwing strikes and really having some success early in the round.
Yeah, and you know what? He's doing a good job of staying at range, but also kind of pressuring McMillan down and not letting him get into, because part of McMillan's game is that he likes to get settled in, you know, and Julio so far has just not let that happen.
Yeah, Julio's not giving him a chance to settle in. But there we go.
Yeah, I mean, when they do come together, McMillan is a formidable threat, as McMillan is just unloading on Julio. And Julio, if one thing, has a tendency to leave his head wide open, so he has to be careful about that. When he enters into the pocket, it's like two NASCARs colliding. He can get a little bit wild, so we'll have to see. As Julio beckons him on, he says, "Is that all you got?" Nice little teep up the middle. You got to think that, that stings. That dig in, you know what I mean, to the solar plex or to the liver.
Yeah, especially when they're pushing their toes forward.
Oh.
I mean,
jeez, man. Nice little leg kick, or excuse me, body kick. Oh. Very hectic end to this round. You know what? This might be the hardest pace we've seen pushed tonight.
So far, absolutely, yes. But, you know, I guess it would make sense that this is a championship fight.
And we're going to see some replays here, not to cut you off.
Oh, here we go.
But we want to see some more of that beautiful striking here. From both men, from both gentlemen. I mean, listen, Julio to me, it seems like he's thrown much more accurate shots with volume. But McMillan, when McMillan lands, you could see it has an effect on Julio. See, like right there, you know, he gets him up against the cage, he's unloading, and you see his head get snapped back there.
Yeah, but I tell you what, from this angle, it does look like that Kyle is a bigger dude than Julio.
Yeah. Yeah, he also just looks thicker.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And that's not a fat joke. That's just, he looks sizably, like, wider.
He definitely looks thicker. His shoulders are more broad. All right, here we go. Coming back to round number 2.
He stared at me when I said that. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Like, who are you calling thick?
I was like, you could beat me up in an instant. All righty. It's like more of the same in round 2. It's interesting that Julio's kind of opening up here with the same tie stance that Miguel seems to have.
That was a nice slip, though. Julio just slipped right underneath a hook.
Yeah, I mean, both these guys are pretty slick. You know, they do a good job of, as McMillan has him up against kick. Both these guys do a very good job of combining flashiness with technicality. As you see Julio kind of dip his head off, throw a shovel uppercut.
Yeah, they put
hook,
it right in the pocket.
Yeah, so these guys are sleek, but they're also, you know, they don't do too much. They're not overextending. They're not. They're there to fight, and I think it's good. It speaks to an improvement in Julio's in Rigoro, that they probably worked with him. Hey, like, let's not get too wild. You can still throw the stuff that you want to throw, but you know you can't leave yourself open like that, like you have in past fights.
Oh, Julio coming over the top with a left.
Nice cross to follow it. As McMillan snaps his head back a little bit more. I think it would serve McMillan well to kind of do what he's doing now, just get him up against, corral him up against cage. Julio has great, ability to kind of just circle out, but if McMillan can pin him up against the cage, because, you know, guys like Julio, they like to throw, oh my God.
Julio with the spinning hook kick.
They like to throw stuff like that that's very flashy, but if you get him up against the cage, maybe you'll see here in a second, Julio backs him up. It's going to become a very crazy affair. But Julio,
look at that head move by Julio, dodging and weaving.
But when a guy like Julio gets up against a cage like that, you see him, like, part of his, you know, arsenal is taken away because you can't kick like that from close range.
Sure.
So that's where McMillan shines. Julio wings a shot over the top. This is just a phone box affair. Also, I just want to point out the fact that McMillan's not even breathing heavy.
No, he's not. He's definitely calm and collected.
Ridiculous. That's a ridiculous pace of push, and he doesn't even look tired. mean, he's sitting, but he probably doesn't even need that seat.
Yeah, Ricky's giving Julio some intense information right now.
Yeah. I wish we could have, like in the UFC, maybe we'll get this at like RFC 18 or something, but we'll get corner cams where we can hear what the coaches are saying to their fighters.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. We get the corner cams, and then we get the commentator reaction cams.
Yeah, right?
And the knockouts. Like, oh!
Next time. I'll set up a camera right here.
That's right. Coming back to action in 10 seconds.
And this has been a fun one so far, man. Beginning of the third round here. Let's get it going. Third of a possible 5. Some confusion there. It was slow to start. I don't know what happened. Nice little hook to the body. Gotta say, Julio just keeping it simple, man. I mean, he's not doing anything too crazy, but he's doing enough to keep it at range and win this fight that way. McMillan in the same sense. When he gets in close, he's able to throw these short combinations and make it so that Julio it stifles some of Julio's offense and defense. Oh, when they come together like this, man, it just devolves into chaos. Oh my, it's Julio eats a head kick from McMillan. McMillan just unloading here. This could be stopped. All right, in a second, I was going to say, if Julio doesn't circle out there, but he does.
Julio coming back with his own head kick. Little like switch there to the body.
It's a firefight, a barn burner. As you could hear there, sorry about the profanity. He is indeed tired. Nice knee up the middle by McMillan. Oh my God! Oh no! Oh my God!
Nice.
Oh my God! And that is something we looked at, as if Julio keeps his hands down like that at certain points. He does have a tendency to get clipped. It looks like he's okay. The ref's gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, but McMillan's gonna start just unloading here.
Yeah, Julio stepped into a firefight.
McMillan has great finishing senses, so this fight might be over soon. Oh, McMillan's just throwing everything in the kitchen sink. He's got to be careful that he can assert his power, and that's the end of the fight. Oh, I thought he called it off there.
Standing 8 count.
Standing 8 count. Julio's a little bit wobbly here. This might be it.
Julio taking a deep breath, putting his hands up, showing he's still in the game.
Yep.
Coming back out. 10 seconds left.
He's got to survive to the end of this round here, and he's got to come out with a strong fourth. Oh, he's good. It's going to be the end of the round. Right, and then now you got to see what fighters are made of, because he just had a multiple knockdown, or excuse me, one knockdown in a one standing 8 count round. How is he gonna respond to this? Like, this is gonna, I guess, prove if he's at that championship level, right? How he's gonna respond coming out in round 4. We're gonna see some replays now here. We got some replays for the people at home. I'm assuming this is the drop here. Oh, just a flush right hook.
Yeah, really landed right in the button.
And I mean, his lights went out for a shot. I mean, maybe he woke back up, when he hit the mat there, but it looked like he was out. Like his eyes rolled back in his head. And there you go. Comes back to his feet. Listen to Julio. I'm trying to see on his stool here how out of it or potentially, dazed he might be. It looks like he's okay. But, I mean, credit to McMillan for pushing the pace, and credit to Julio for surviving. I mean, that's not something that a lot of people could survive.
Yeah, Julio is as tough as they come, and it looks like he's regained his composure now.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can have a comeback story, or if Kyle's going to just keep on landing those heavy shots.
And it looks like Julio actually is making some early connections. They also, yeah, that's it. That's over.
That was a heavy shot.
McMillan gets the finish. What a sensational performance. He goes over, shows his opponent respect, and I'm going to go interview that man in a couple of seconds. I got to ask him if that's what he drilled for. Yeah, we're going to see some interviews here, and I'll be back in a second, folks.
Copy that, brother. Well, that was an amazing fight. Much congratulations to Kylle McMillan from Morcery Muay Thai. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Kyle is the new holder of the RFC USA kickboxing title at 145 pounds. Julio is getting checked out. I know you're disappointed, brother, but you put on an amazing fight. You're still one of the best fighters at the gym, and we'll know you come back strong, as you always do. Proud to know you, proud to train with you. And once again, big congratulations to Kyle. It must feel amazing to pick up this win, this championship tonight. In just a second, we're going to throw it to Steve Mason. We got Kyle taken to the center of the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, I got no sound here. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Turn the flash off, please. Flash is off. Ladies and gentlemen, the referee put a stop to this fight at 10 seconds into the 4th round. Please give it up for your winner, by way of TKO, fighting out of the blue corner, Kylle McMillan.
Kylle McMillan with the big win tonight over Julio from Rogoro Gym. Kyle, congratulations, brother. That was an awesome fight. You rocked Julio a bunch of times. Strong connections. Much love to you. Thank you for
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing here with Julio Primetime Segarra. Julio, you came in. I've watched you fight many times. You're a beast. Let me ask you, based upon what you went in thinking and what happened in here, what can you say, what can you take out of here that you can learn?
You know what, my game plan was try to stay fast, move to the outside. He was a really good opponent. He caught me with some good shots. I didn't see it, and I went down. First off, let me just say, shout out to all the fans for coming. You guys there's no show without you guys. And shout out to Kyle. He's a fucking beast. I just want you guys to know, I understand it's amateurs at the moment, but listen, these are all the top motherfuckers coming out of the Northeast. Show your support now, and we're going to love y'all forever. Word to everything. Shout out to Kyle and his team. He's the fucking champ. And you guys are going to see Primetime again. I'm going to be back better and stronger. Thank you guys for coming out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Julio Primetime Segarra. Now I'm standing with the champion, Kylle McMillan. Kyle, first time I'm seeing you fight, but you came in, you are one strong motherfucker. Tell me, you knew who you were coming in fighting. You know Julio's strategy. You know that he's an excellent fighter. What was your game plan coming in, and what did you learn while you were in here?
Well, my game plan was to make him fight my fight. I wasn't going there and play his games. I saw some shots. I capitalized. He went down, and training camp paid off.
Can't ask for much more than that, can you? Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our winner, the new RFC champion, Kylle McMillan.
And boy, does that man hit like a truck.
He absolutely does. I mean, he rocked Julio 3 or 4 times during that fight.
I guess I'm not doing interviews for. I ran all the way over there. I was like, I'm getting him on the mic, but saved me some run room, I guess.
There you go.
You're gonna see a replay of the finish or something like that. Yes, a replay of the fight in general. And yeah, I mean, listen, Julio did a great job, right? Like, this was by no means a.
All right, we just got through our first title fight of the night.